What do you think? I was tidying up and I found, see, it's the worst thing ever. I was tidying up and I found some blue kind of dye. So I decided to put some in my fringe. And it's turned purple. I think it's quite nice. I think it's quite, wait a minute to get the chat and everything up and you can tell me your opinion. I mean, would my whole head look good this colour? This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Wait a minute, get the sound down. That's. I've just been for a shower. The sun's coming out, which is nice. Right, there we are, found this. Can you see it properly in my hair? Anyway. Oh, Poppy, enough. There we are, got us. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Caroline, good morning. See what I've done to my hair? It's just a wee streak in it, but do you know what? I'm actually thinking, would my whole head look good? Maybe I'm going crazy doing the whole head. All about girl. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Poppy. Poppy. Poppy, come here. Poppy. There's a D-O-G out there. Good morning, good morning. Yes, so yesterday I watched The Green Mile. I had to fast forward the bit where the big guy gets the chair. Because I just cry at that bit. And it was a good one. Oh, have you, Caroline? I need to see a picture of your hair then. Look, I was in there tidying up and looking for, do you know what I was looking for? I was looking for my tanning water. Remember I got tanning water? What the hell did I do with the tanning water? I don't know what I've done with the mind I get tan. I don't know what I've done with the tan water. Anyway, I was looking for that and came across some blue hair dye. And thought, oh, hold on a minute. Never mind the tanning water. Let's get some blue in the hair, and it's turned purple. Open-minded, good morning, good morning. I don't know where the tanning water's wet, Caroline. Who knows? Do you know where it'll be? It'll be where all the socks are. See, wherever the socks are. And I've just noticed I've lost a nail. Danielle, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. I think it's quite cute, isn't it? Like, it's I think it's nice. If I'd have left it on longer, it might have turned out really blue. But do you know what? It's quite nice, that purple. I quite like it. Do you know? I'm thinking about doing my whole head, but I better not because I do like my pink. But oh, ouch! I'm pulling these false nails off, and it's pretty sore sometimes. Oh, So hopefully I can get out and sit. The grasses are the good water. Well, open-minded, you're just too kind to me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Caroline. I think it looks quite cool, doesn't it? As I say that, do you do that, right? See if you're tidying something out. It'd look better once I straighten it properly. I've not really straightened it properly, but you're tidying somewhere and you come across something that you've not seen in an awful long time, and that's you end up sitting playing with it or something like that. You end up sitting with a thing you've not seen for ages. I do it all the time. I come across a journal or something. I go, oh, aye, and sit and reading it. I'm meant to be tidying up and I'm sitting reading a journal. That always happens to me. Or you find pictures that you've not seen for ages. I take these nails off. Oh. See, my nails don't really grow. They grow a wee bit and then they just snap. They've never been strong, my nails. Oh God, look, I've got a blue finger. Blue finger, do-do-do-do-do. Oh, where's my thing? See, I've got that much shit down here. I've got lotions and everything. I don't know. I'm looking for a nail file. That's what I'm looking for. God knows what happened to the bloody tan water. Because I only used it a couple of times, remember? Surely I've not thrown it out. Anyway, I'll need to get more now. I just need to get more now. Need to get more tanning water. Has anybody got a good tanning water actually? It's a good one. Let me see. Where the thing's just disappear with about me. It's like a black hole, this bloody thing. What the hell? Scissors, got a purse, got a phone case, electric razor. No. Can I find a nail file when I'm looking for one? Nope. Green Rose, my Green Rose, good morning. Green Rose, I'm hunting for a bloody nail file, but can I find one? No. Green Rose, I put a wee bit of blue in my hair and it's turned out quite purpley and nice, I think. Not too much. Oh, Danielle, thank you so much. Do you know, that makes me feel better that I've made somebody laugh, because I've not laughed much myself, really. And my poor mum this morning, my poor mother, it must be something in the air. There's something in the air. My wee mum's a bit depressed now. And her eyes were all thingy. She'd been crying her bloody eyes out. And I says to her, well, I've been crying my eyes out too. I says, but the two of you should just cry together. Rafi, girl, any twinges? I said, today's the day. We'll see if Jenny predicted tomorrow. Thank you, Green Rose. Remember, I did go red once. Remember, I went red and it was, I really liked it, but it washed out awfully fast. It washed out. Oh, open-minded, I've just not been good. My mental health's not been good at all. It's been shook, actually. Shook. But this is it. I keep it real. I don't pretend everything's all rosy and everything, you know, here. Just life in general. Just, and I've got things looming over me. I've got an exam on Friday with the hospital, a long exam, and then I've got a CT scan to get, and they done an ultrasound on Saturday. Listen, they done an open-minded. They done an ultrasound, but they were all around about my ribcage and all that. I don't know what they were, but I do know what they were looking for. I would have lied there if I'd said I don't know what they're looking for, but I do. I know what they're looking for. Oh, Rafi girl, I'm dead excited for you. I'm dead excited for you. I think today's the day, or maybe tomorrow. Jenny predicted tomorrow, so an old wives' tale that we used to think was good for you, but don't be doing this because I don't think it's good for you. They used to drink castor oil. Did anybody else hear that? To make them go into labour. That's what they used to do in olden days, drink castor bloody oil and curries and a bit of, see if you have a wee bit of with your partner. That seems to get it going. Although, see, when you're 9 months pregnant, that is the last thing that you're wanting to do, isn't it? That's the last thing you're wanting to do is get the leg out when you're like that. It's like, I mean, it's no good. Joanna, good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm always fighting with Alexa. She's always listening to me. I'm always fighting because I'll ask her to play a song, right, and then she'll play it. And then 10 minutes I'll ask her to play the same song. She'll go, I don't know that one. I'm going, you're a liar. Alexa, stop lying to me. Oh, you've been eating some of the listens. It's walking up and downstairs as well. They said, can I get things moving? Open-minded, she's my wee pal. She's my wee friend, so she is. And I'm dead excited for her. She's going to have a wee baby. Oh my goodness, and I love the smell of them. As I said yesterday, I feel as if I'm like that guy out the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I was terrified of him. The guy with the big nose. And he'd be going, I smell children. Right? I do love the smell of children, but not to that extent. Open-minded, thank you. But I keep it using my pals. I mean, I'm not going to come on here and lie to you. I can't do that. It just is in me that I don't. I've told like wee white lies now and again, but I don't like lying. It doesn't sit right with me with God and all the rest of it. And I try to be good. I've always said that to God, that I try my best to be a good person. So I don't lie about things. And even, right, say you were to meet one of your friends and stuff, and they were to say to you, do you like my dress? And you think, oh my God, she looks really terrible in the dress, but I don't want to hurt her feelings and say, no, that dress is horrible on you. Find something nice about the dress. Go, it's a beautiful colour. I love the pattern. Find something. Find something that's true, so you're no lying. Like, that's the kind of thing I do. I don't like line. I don't like hurting people's feelings either. You know, you're buying a dress and so, oh, you look like a pure cow in that dress. Oh, thanks. That's my night ruined. That's my night absolutely ruined. You don't want to ruin somebody's night with telling them that they look like a whale or something. Not that I would say that to MD, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, he'll be shouting for his wee son. Oh, Raffy girl, it's going to be fun in your house. Yeah, I don't like the negativity. I like to try and keep positive. That's how I don't like coming on and being upset and stuff like that. And see, when I do come on and I'm upset, and the trolls come out in force and start annoying me. Like, leave me alone. By God, I've got enough on my plate. Do you know, that is the thing. You don't know people's inner struggles, right? People that are in shops or something that are at the cash register. You don't know what that person's actually gone through in their personal life. And it can just take a wee tiny thing to set them over and they'll go and do something stupid. Do you know what I mean? So always try and be kind to people. Why am I fuzzy on this? Is it just me or am I fuzzy on this? I'm clear there, but on my thing I'm fuzzy anyway. If I'm fuzzy, I'm fuzzy. But I'm no longer out the shower. It was a lovely shower I went for. So I feel nice and clean and my hair's different, so that's quite cool. I do like that colour. I like the colour it's came out, but I'm trying to get that colour itself. Do you see Claire? No, I've frozen on this laptop. Behave your bloody self. There we are. Behave yourself. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to watch today, but The Green Mile was great. Again, Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks. And the big guy, I love him. I don't even know the big guy's name. But that's just and the wee mouse, what was it, Mr. Jinx? Was that the name of the mouse? The circus mouse? What a shame. What a great film. So I don't know what I'm going to watch today. I don't know what I feel like. Do you know it's a good film? Mr. Jingles, yes. Mr. Jingles was the wee mouse, that's right. The circus mouse. It was so cute, wasn't it? I was glad that prison officer got a bad time, because he was an a-hole. Danielle, that was the same as my daughter. My daughter was 10 days over. Yes, Martin Go Pink. Good morning, beautiful. Yes, Martin Go Pink. Oh, John Coffey. Yeah. Michael Clark, is that his name? John Coffey was just wonderful. My daughter was 10 days over and she had my grandson, and my grandson was £10, 10 ounces, all the 10s. And Amanda was born on the 10th. So it was just weird that all the 10s together. So, aye. But they had my daughter sitting on one of the exercise balls and they were saying to her, you're not sitting on it right. And we were saying, sit in that ball properly, Amanda. Poor lassie was trying to push him out, and there's no chance you're pushing out a £10, 10 ounce Wayne. No chance. He was a huge chunky boy when he's still a lovely chunky. I like that. I like chunky children. They're so cuddly. They're so cuddly, and he's got a great wee nature. He's got his own wee nature now, you know. And his wee voice, see hearing his wee voice, Bubbles. Oh my God, my heart melts. Bubbles. He does that. Oh my goodness. That's it, Danielle. I got a section with Peter, but it was an emergency section because every time I was having a contraction, his heartbeat was going because the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. So he was dying, basically. And this is the thing, I had toast at like 10 o'clock at night, right? I had a bit of toast and a cup of tea or something like that. And by 4 in the morning, they had me down there to the theatre. You know, and that's now they tell you to fast. So I had stuff in my, it was an emergency, it was terrible. I was screaming in the way down, I remember that. And they gave me some sort of injection. This was the weirdest thing, and I've had a lot of injections in my time. But see, whatever injection they gave me, everything turned pink. I swear, see how they talk about pink elephants? I thought that's what that is. Everything turned pink, just different shades of pink, like darker pink, lighter pink. I don't know if it was blood or behind my eyes or what it was, right? But I swear to God, everything turned pink. And I was saying to them, everything's pink, everything's turned pink. And then I was knocked out. I know. I know. Remember the person was like, I'm starting to wonder if she's really from Scotland after all. I can't even. Yeah, it's something about I had a fan or something, isn't it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Blueberry's from Scotland. I think she might be kidding on, hey? I might be. I think she's actually in Texas or something. Even though I take you out in the car driving and stuff like that, it's dead. I mean, I've took you to Stirling Castle and places like that. Do you know what I mean? My nails are annoying the hell out of me. I need a nail file. I need to dig deep in here. Move that out a bit so I can see where it I really need. Do you know what I'm going to do this today? That's what I'm going to do today. This, there I found one. I'm going to do that box today because it's driving me nuts. I know, remember somebody was asking me about electricity. Do we have electricity? No. We just stay in huts. We stay in huts with our kilts on all day long and we go out doing the Highland fling and chasing wild haggis. That's what we do here in Scotland. You know what I mean? Oh, Danielle, yes, it's dangerous. I mean, this is it. It's a dangerous time. When you think of the olden days, when you think about the olden days. Oh wait, my hair. Look, I've put a wee bit of, I put a bit of blue in my hair, but it's turned kind of purple. It's my dingo pink, so I kind of like it. Green Rose, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Aye, somebody said that to me. I'm not sure if she's. Imagine me for the past 7 years being able to keep this facade. Is that the word up? This pretense that I'm in Scotland. Get my whole family when they're on screen. Mind talk Scottish. Talk Scottish. Maybe we're in Texas. See, I can't even do an American accent. Tomato ketchup. Yeah, the olden days, that's right. Women used to die. I'd have died with Peter, you know, because he wouldn't have been able to get out me because he was like with the umbilical cord and all the rest of it. But do you know what? I wouldn't even have had Peter because I'd have died with Sophie. I was 18 and a half hours with Sophie and she was trapped. And eventually they gave me the forceps with her. So I'd have probably just died with Sophie. So Amanda and Peter wouldn't be here. Neither would my grandson. That's a sad thought. Let's not talk about that. Why have I got I'm not on this subject like that? Look. But no two births are the same. They're all different. Everybody's is different. There's no point in even guessing what the birth's going to be like. Because that's how, like, hospitals, I believe that you should go to a hospital. I know a lot of people like home births and stuff, but I think you need to be in a hospital just in case something happens. My grandson is a gift for God. My grandson came a really bad. I was even worse than what I'm doing now, depression-wise, when my grandson came. Remember, I tried to do something really stupid. And my grandson came and it just gave me a whole new lease of life, a reason to live, I feel like, at the time, because I was, because Sophie hadn't been well, remember, it was all that was going on. If you didn't know, my daughter had anorexia, and she was so bad that she fell unconscious. And people are so ignorant because they think folk with anorexia, do you know what an easy fix? Just eat at McDonald's. See, when your body gets that far and you try and eat, it just comes straight through you. Your body can't cope with it anymore. And that's the situation she was in. And she was unresponsive for 4 days. And we got a phone call from the hospital telling us to prepare for the worst. And that my whole world came crashing down at that point. And I thought, if my daughter goes, I'm going to need to go with her. I remember saying that to my son, which I regret saying it now. I was like, I'm going to need to go away. I can't have her going herself. You will all have each other here, but I can't have my daughter going herself. That's so. All that had happened. It was a terrible, terrible time. Sophie did get better. She ended up going to rehab and everything like that. She went to the Priory in Glasgow, and they were great and everything like that. You know, with the eating disorders. And she got out. And you know, see, after the 4th day, the thing that I'll never forget, she was unresponsive, right? And see, after 4 days, she opened her eyes and said, "Where's my phone charger?" That was her first words. "Where's my phone charger?" was her first words. No, I love my mother. And do you know, I thought they're the best words I've ever heard in my life. Where's the phone charger? So I thought that she's back. The hospital was amazed with her. We were amazed with her. I'm still amazed with her. But she's came so far and she's been through so much. And at the time, I just felt as if I couldn't cope with it, couldn't cope. But then we heard about the grandson, and oh my God, that was it. We were over the moon, and it was he came just at the most amazing time for us. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, she's doing good now. She still has her struggles, I'm not going to lie, but she's doing really, really good. And she's actually put on a wee bit more weight over the past. Yes, she's still got all her appointments. She still does her appointments and stuff like that, open-minded, which I'm glad of, because they like to keep their eye on her. But I feel like, for instance, Eugenia Cooney, I don't know how that lassie's still alive. I mean, it must be God's keeping her here. Vegan dolls. I know, it just seems like yesterday, didn't it? I was going to be, mind, I had a bottle of champagne or something, or was it Monk's wine? I had something like that to celebrate. But that lassie, Eugenia Cooney, I don't know how she's still alive, because, see, Sophie, even when she was getting better, even just walking a few steps was so hard for her. I mean, she was collapsing with just a few steps. She had to learn how to walk again. All her internal organs were starved. In fact, even now, her kidneys and things like that aren't the best, because when you starve yourself and then your body's got no more fat, it starts eating away at that's fine, open-minded, that's fine. I don't even know if they've put a thing in about that, but that was terrible. But your body starts eating your internal organs, so and your hair falls out and stuff. Sophie's hair and everything was all falling out. But that Eugenia Cooney, I can't watch the lassie, because it's like watching someone slowly doing it to themselves, And she does. She seems like a sweet lassie, green nose, and and people blame her mother. Right now, people might have blamed me for Sophie, but we tried. I remember, like, the Christmas before, and I gave her a saucer with one sausage, one potato. Jenny, good morning, my lovely Jenny, good morning. One wee bit of turkey, one wee bit of gravy, and she ate it. And I was over the moon happy, and then she flew into the toilet and brought it all back up. Her body couldn't cope with it. And I was crying my eyes out on Christmas Day, I remember that as well. So we tried to help Sophie, but at the end of the day, we couldn't do it. She'd end up getting the feeding tube put up her nose and stuff like that, so she did. That's what she needed. And see, when they're that thin, they need a little bit of food every day. See, if you give them a massive amount of food, they would just go. Their body wouldn't be able to cope with it. So they've got to gradually increase. It's a long process. People don't realise the process. I didn't until it happened to Sophie. I didn't realise how it went. And the things that the Priory that they done, like they were only allowed a certain amount of time to eat their lunch. All lunches were supervised, right, by staff. They were only allowed to cut their food a certain amount of times. They were only allowed to chew their food a certain amount of times. The menu, they weren't allowed to keep the menu, because people obsessed with the menu. they weren't allowed the keys to their bathroom. And they got told to sit in that area for like 45 minutes after they ate before they were allowed to go to their rooms. And even then, some of the young lassies were going up and pacing up and doing, up and doing, up and doing like that. It was a shame. I was glad that Sophie was wanting to get better. But some of the wee lassies, there was a girl and she was 17. And she didn't, I don't know if she didn't want to get better, but she wasn't complying very good with the rules. And her mum came up and says to her, "Oh, you're looking great, hen." And she started screaming and going, "That means I'm fat, that means I'm fat." You know, another girl, the mirror on her bedroom wall was all scratched because she couldn't even look at her own reflection. Now, this is the torment that these poor lassies are going through. It's torment, if you can imagine, it's torment. Their brain, it's terrible. And then you get people that are ignorant saying just have a McDonald's. It drives me nuts. That's how I can't watch Eugenia Cooney, and I can't read her comment section either, because it's like that. There's a lot of people that are very ignorant and, "Oh, it's your mum's fault," and this and that. Do you know what? She's needing a feeding tube, the lassie. The lassie is needing a feeding tube. That's what she's needing. She's needing to get a feeding tube in her and be gradually fed. But another thing that I noticed that's different with Sophie and Eugenia Cooney, Sophie used to wear lots of baggy stuff, right? Sophie used to wear like 2 and 3 shirts and baggy trousers and all the rest of it to hide her body. See, when I actually did see her body, it was like, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the only thing I can think of is when you seen people in the concentration camps. That's what Sophie's body was like. It was just skin and bone. That's what it was. I was absolutely shocked because she used to hide it. She used to hide it all the time. But Eugenia Cooney wears all the wee tops and all the rest of it and flaunts her. I don't get it, you know. It's horrible, open-minded. People body shame folk for being too fat, too thin, this and that, this and that. And see, with me, I see through all that. I see the person. That's how I like to look into people's eyes and see their soul. Melania, good morning, good morning. Oh, Rafi girl, I don't mind noise, honest to God. No, I don't mind noise, and his wee shed's wonderful. I hope he has many lovely times in his wee shed. No, I don't mind. Listen, Rafi girl, I do not mind noise and all the rest of it. See, especially like kids playing and stuff like that. I find it nice. I like it. I like to hear kids having a good time, so don't ever worry about that for me. No, your dad's wee shed's lovely. Yeah, that's the thing I look at, Green Rose. I look at some people that are Amber Heard, for instance, beautiful on the outside but toxic on the inside. You know what I mean? That's what I do. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are very shallow, and that's all they look at as people's looks. And I wouldn't want to be with somebody like that was just after your looks and stuff. I know it's a look at me. I mean, this is me the day. I wouldn't want that. I'd want somebody that likes me for me and could handle all the craziness that I am. Because I suppose I'm a handful. But listen, they would have a good life with me, so they would be interesting every day. Yeah, your beauty starts to go. Daniela, no, this is it. Oh, Shine Down, hello, good morning, how are you? Yeah, people, and even like disabilities, people always judge. See, if you park in a disabled spot, people are looking at you like, right, what's your disability? Then I don't need to tell you. Do I need to tell you for what my disability is? See, AS Martingle Pint, this is the thing. Some people are beautiful on the outside, and in the inside, they're just absolute toxic and no good. Oh no, Rafi girl, you don't need to apologize. I don't mind noise at all. That's fine. Look at me on a Saturday. I should be apologising to yous. And a Saturday I've got my music on. I'm giving it a wee bit of karaoke myself, sitting here. Sometimes I've got ABBA on and giving it loudy in the house, so. Shinedown, I'm doing good. How are you? Hold on a wee minute. My daughter's messaging me. Hold on a wee second to just answer this. Where are we? So I don't like to judge. I like to look in people's eyes, for instance. Do you know? Well, that's a bonus then if you don't hear it because I do. I give it I give it big licks in here. Oh, listen, Rafa girl, see the night that me and Davy were in here. I was thinking, God, my neighbours are going to be like, what the hell's happening in that house? That was when the table was up in the air and everything like that. My daughter's not, she's off work today. She's not very well. She's not very well today. She's caught what the grandson had. So she's got a day off. I hope she stays in her house and just nice and cosy. Mrs. Vegan Doll, I'd love that because I would love to. As I say, looks only a big thing in my agenda. I like it's people's souls. I look at. I suppose that's a good thing. I've always done that. Look into people's souls, and I'm quite a good judge of character. Nice people and not nice people. Although a few times I've been duped. Like wait till I tell you a story. Right, wait, I'll tell you a story. It was many years ago. Oh, Johnny Depp, open mind. I wouldn't say no to him. And it was my ex-husband's pal was still a virgin, right? And he was needing, he was needing to lose it basically. And I worked with this lassie that was the biggest whore probably in our town. So I say she had books and books and books of guys that she had been intimate with. And we take them out a run and we're having a drink and she ends up rubbing the back of my ex-husband's neck and all that. Listen, I was sitting in the car and I'm thinking, I'm going to punch her in the face. I could actually feel my fists tensing up. That was a bad judge of character right there. I did judged her character wrong. That was it. That was the end of your friendship. That was it. I was like, no friends with you anymore. Oh, Danielle, no. I see people shape at Disney. I don't mind people that have got extra weight and all the rest of it. It doesn't bother me. As I say, I look into their soul and see what kind of. She was my friend. She was my workmate as well, open minded, and I thought she was like my best friend. And here, I'm an a-hole because see before that, she was talking about how she split up this she was talking about how she split this person up and this person up and this person up and all the rest of it. Eh, they're open-minded. I've sent you a wee message. So what's happened? What's happened with what? Nothing's happened. We're just vegan Dulcie. This was completely different. This was going on for a while. The first couple of times I was like that, but I could feel, and I had been having a drink, and I could feel my blood starting to boil. And I was like, no, no, you know what I mean? I was like, but that was it. That was our friendship over after that. Oh, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has aged well, hasn't he? Johnny Depp has aged well, so he has. Radical, I know. But do you know, it's getting closer to autumn. It's getting closer to autumn, my most favourite time, which is good. That's what I see these hot days. That's what I'm thinking myself. It's nearly autumn. It's nearly autumn. I love the autumn. I love the feeling of it and all the coziness. I would need look, Daniel. I'm leaving after the guy's money. You know what I mean? He could keep all his money in his private island. Not keep all that, Johnny. Just come to the house. Come to my house. Aye. Oof. I hope. Do you know what? I hope he's having a nice life now after the shenanigans that he did have with that. When does autumn, like September? Autumn. I'm like that's it for me. September, I start getting all my Halloween and autumn decorations down and putting them up. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, Shine Down, you can always go back and read, listen, or listen to what. We've not been talking about anything in particular. We're just waffling. I'm glad, and he seems like a really nice guy. He seems really, really kind. Um, so he does. And I'm glad he gave that money to charity. He does a lot of charity work, mind you, didn't he? But he's aged well. Johnny has, I don't even think he's had an awful lot of work done. And you know, like Madonna. Madonna has had, she's unrecognisable. See, when I seen a picture of her, I was like, oh my God, it doesn't even look like Madonna. I love a bit of Keanu too, open-minded eye. Keanu's alright. Good, Green Rose, I'm glad you're going to do it. See, I've got, do you know what I like? I've got my lights that I put around my mirror that's leaves, autumn leaves, and it's dead, dead cosy, so it is at night. But I'm a bloody fortune in batteries for all these lights, but I like lights. I like wee fairy lights and stuff like that. But I love all the decor, the Halloween decor that comes out. A trip to B&M's maybe. Maybe take a trip to B&M. I better know. I'd spend a fortune. Danielle, I loved Madonna as well. I loved Madonna and Cyndi Lauper and all the kind of people as well. But she's just took it too far, hasn't she? I think she's took it too far. Oh, yes, my tingle pink. Yes, my tingle pink. See, before the shops actually sell Halloween stuff and all the rest of it, we used to make our own Halloween decorations, like leaves and stuff like that, and we used to put them on the door, colour them nice autumn colours and things like that. So you can actually, do you know, yes, Martin, they'll be on YouTube, you'll be able to find how to make some nice Halloween decorations, and that'd be a good idea for your channel as well. You could do like making some Halloween decorations, and people would love that. People would love that because, yeah, I'm going to have to. Do you know what? Going to have to go down the Glen. See where I took these before with Mary Queen of Scots was. I'm going to need to go down there a Glen because don't be telling any of the family. But this year for Christmas, my grandson's going to make everybody a pine cone with like white paint on it and then white glitter on it, so they can put it on their Christmas tree or something like that, right? That's what he's going to be making people for Christmas this year. So I'm going to need to find some good pine cones. So we could go down there, see autumn time, we'll go down there again. Right, and we'll get some pine cones and stuff like that. That'll be a nice wee live stream for us. And yeah, we can get the stuff. Last year he done a calendar. Remember he done a calendar for everybody. See, trying to get him to hold their pens, and he's like trying to. It was big fat crayons, and he was trying to put them in his mouth. Open minded, isn't that going to be a good Christmas gift for them that he's going to be making? It's going to be a whole mess. But listen, I had sand. Open minded, I think it was you actually that sent me the kinetic sand. Well, and Friday, he wasn't feeling too good, so do you know what I done? I thought, do you know what? It's sand time. Open-minded, I'll need to send you the pictures. it's time for sand. So I moved everything off my table and put this pink sand on the table. We played with this sand. The whole house was covered in the sand, open-minded. But you know what? The grandson was happy. So I was happy. Here I had a wee play with it myself. I was making things with it like that. That's amazing, that sand. Look at that sand. Oh, the 80s. Yeah, would I go back? I don't know. I don't know if I would go back to the 80s, but it was a simpler time, wasn't it, before all the technology and stuff like that. Yeah, Madonna's definitely changed. I don't even recognise her. Would you go back, Danielle? See, I think I don't know. I'm just at the moment done. I'm just like, I'm just like, God, if it's my tea time, my tea's out, my tea's out. When's my tea out? God, that's the kind of way I've been thinking recently, which isn't good. But I really am trying to pick my mood up. Pretty in Pink. I've not seen that, I don't think. Open minded, I can't mind seeing that. Maybe I have seen it. I don't remember. But do you know, I always remember Madonna at Live Aid. Remember that at Live Aid? And she'd done a right good. That's when she was different back then. She wasn't pure blonde yet. She'd kind of streaks in her hair when it was Live Aid. Oh God, what have I clicked? I've see this. Honestly, see people say, why don't you have another channel and stuff like that? Look, it's a miracle I can do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. But my poor, do you know, my mum to this day can't work a mobile phone. To this day, my mum cannot work a mobile phone. She can't. She even gets this simple, really simple mobile phones and she still doesn't know what she's doing. It's a wee shame. I'm kind of like at myself though with stuff. I'm like, how'd you do that? How'd you send that emoji? Oh. So tomorrow I've got the grandson, I think, tomorrow. Have I got the grand? I think I've got the grandson tomorrow. Um, Thursday and Friday I've got my hospital appointment. Do you know what? See, when I come home from the hospital, I'll go live when I come home from the hospital and let you know how I got on. Do you know it's going to kill me? Do you know it's one of the tests, the lung test that you blow into the tube and they test your lungs. It's going to be horrible. I'm not going to have fun, but listen, I need to do it, I suppose, so I need to do it. Yes, open. I've always got birds coming to my feeder. Always. I've got birds coming to my feeder in my bedroom window. Big fat pigeons squashing in there. I've got my feeders out there. The birdies come, and I've got feeders up the back. The birdies. Listen, the birds are fine. The dogs are fine. Everybody's fine, and I'm going about without any drawers. The animals are okay though. Oh yeah, girls just want to have fun. Yeah. Thank you, Green Rose. Thank you. I'm trying my best to, when bad thoughts come into my head, just put them out my head immediately and think of the good things. You know, that's the way I am. It's horrible. And you feel the thing is, you feel alone too when you're like that. You feel alone, and I'm not alone. I've got a lot of people running about me that love me and stuff like that, and I've got all of yous and things. It's just mental illness. As I've said to like the psychiatrist and stuff. It's as if you've got blinkers on. That's the only way I can describe it, and all you can see is all the bad stuff. And there's beauty all around you, and you just can't get to see it because of your brain. So I'm trying to take the blinkers off, and look at the bigger picture here. It's just, see, in a few weeks I'll be fine. Things will get better. It's just, I think all this with the hospital is just looming over me, and once I go out, I'll be better. Oh, yes, my Tingle Pink, I told you your birthdays would eventually come. Oh, you need to take a video of the birthdays. That is awesome. Danielle, I'm with you. I've got mines on Friday and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't even like going into the building. People don't realise, and they're going, it's only a scan. And look, I've had a million scans and stuff like that. That's not what, but it's just been in the whole building. And they end up, I don't know, many times I've went for things and they thought, oh no, but the time we're going to need to keep you in. I've had that. We're going to need to keep you in. And I'm not ready, you're not prepared. Do you know, I have got a hospital bag in my wardrobe. Do you know, I'll need to do a wee video of that one day. I've got a hospital bag in my wardrobe that's got pyjamas, toiletries, books, all the rest of it in it, so that if I'm ever going into the hospital, I just need to grab that bag. That's how prepared I am for it, because it always happens to me. It always, but listen, to fit in. Do you know, we were talking about prisons and stuff like that, me and the girls. I'd mind I took you to Cortonvale. I take you the best places in Scotland. I took everybody to the women's jail, in Scotland, and see if I ended up there, I'd get on absolutely fine. I can assure, I'd be fine in Cortonvale. I'd be all right. I'd do good. I'd have a lot of friends. It's a bad day when you think of that, eh? I'd be fine in prison. I don't know what my crime's going to be yet, but open-minded Jess, like that nurse that turned my oxygen off. I still can't get over that. I still cannot get over that, how she done that, turned my oxygen off. And my oxygen level crashed, and she had to come and put it back on. I would imagine if she killed me. Oh, I just turned her oxygen level completely off. What an a-hole. Without even, see if she'd have said to me, Linda, I'm going to test you and turn your oxygen off. Right, I'd have been fine, but sneakily doing it. Sneakily turning my oxygen off. That's because the only reason that was because I had all the lassies laughing in the ward, and she was stomping about when I was having everybody having a laugh. But see, when you're in the hospital and you're no well, I like to do that, make people laugh, and for a wee minute or two they forget about their illness. Shine down, take deep breaths and stuff like that. I know that sounds like people would do it, but that helps sometimes when I'm anxious as well. Deep breaths in and out. Oh, minded, you're just so sweet. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had everybody laugh. We were all like, I was just telling my usual bloody stories. I'm not telling them lies or nothing like that, but they were all laughing their heads off. And this nurse didn't like it. We should have been sitting crying probably. That's what she wanted us all to be, just dying in the beds. And I had everybody laughing, and they were all, enjoying it, the stories that I was telling. So she was raging with that. That's how she came here and turned my oxygen off. She thought, do you know what? You're having a laugh and a joke. You should be crying. Oxygen off. I didn't put a complaint in, by the way. I wanted, do you know, at the time I was like, I'm going to complain about this. But I just didn't do it. No, I didn't report her. I just, you know what I'm like. I don't want anybody getting into trouble. Even for that, I wouldn't want the woman losing her job or something like that. But hopefully, after her doing that to me and realising my oxygen had crashed, she'll not do that to somebody else. That's all I can think of. I did say to the head nurse or something like that, I did say to them about the incident. So hopefully they've got a hold there and says, don't ever do that again to somebody. Because I was thinking she's going to do that with the wrong person. I know, open-minded, I've thought about that. I'll never forgive myself if she does something like that and it's in the news. I'm just hoping that the staff that I spoke to will speak to her. And hopefully we're seeing that my oxygen level actually did crash. Hopefully she'll have learnt her lesson. And then, mind she was on her way out, she shouted in the door, how's your oxygen level now, Linda? The wee woman that was next to me, that was my wee pal, she was going, that's an absolute disgrace. I was like, what? That's kind of thing that happened to me. My hair's quite nice like this, isn't it? My wee purple, but I'm glad I done it. Like, that's one thing. I'm very spontaneous, as you probably know. That's how the tattoo gun is still hidden for me. Because remember, that was when I was going through the bad time. Remember that? Let me just tattoo myself. Remember that? Listen, that's the kind of stuff I do. I think I'll give myself a piercing. Let me just pierce my face myself. I wouldn't do that. Don't even think I would do that. I wouldn't do that. So I love you all very much. Thank you for all your love and support. It means absolutely everything to me. And I know I can come on here and talk to you, which is a wonderful thing. In a way, you're my therapist. I should be giving you money here. I should be like, "Oh, there you go, there's your fee for listening to me talking." But I suppose talking about your things is good as well. And if you have ever got anything on your mind, you can get me on my Facebook. Talk to me about stuff. I'm always there for you. So I'm going to go. Thank you, Open Minded. I'll be sending prayers to all of you as well, that you get good health and happiness and love in your lives. That's what I'm sending out when I do my prayers. As I say, I've got it's not like an altar, but I've got my crucifix and I've got my wee angel that golfer girl sent me, that in my bedroom. That's where I like to sit and pray. That's my wee spot right there that I sit in. And I've got Open Minded, some of the prayer cards you sent me, I've got them on the wall as well. And I've got a picture of the Lady of Fatima, I think it's called. And that was an Italian priest that had gave me that. I've got that there as well. So that's my wee spot that I like to sit and talk to God. And I do mention yous and all the rest of it. I don't forget about yous. So have a lovely day, everyone, and I send you love and hugs. I'm going to give you a big kissy now. Bye, everyone.